Welcome everyone, it's Vapors with Drakomar for another episode of Raid Shadow Legends. I was going to be doing this last one before I go to sleep because I gotta go then do some Dragon Tournament. I was trying to do some stuff on some other accounts as well, trying to keep them up to date. I will be doing more of those. Tag Arena is still in session, because I'm trying to keep my 1,000 frags up, which I didn't. But yeah, I do this mode a lot. The reason I like to do it on fast pace is because I'm trying to... The funny part is, I will be leveling up champions to an absurd degree for this account one day. This account isn't over with. That's the thing. I'm going to each take a turn with the Diabolist. And there you have it. Let's do this one as well, because I'm trying to maintain these bars. That's what I'm trying to do. Killing this lady is gonna be hard, because it's a Raglan. And Raglan is known for being absurdly difficult to kill. Though she's got provoked and managed to heal my party to full again. So that should give me the ability to kill her, maybe. Hopefully. Decreasing her turn meter, yep. Alright, so... I mean, we're not done yet. I still have to then do some force keep, because I'm pretty sure I'm short on force potions. I'm pretty sure. But I'm trying to have some extra energy fuel, potentially. In case there's, because I have a feeling there's going to be an overrun of bars, at least for, unless I want a second Direct Star. But I only really need one. For now. Because I want to at least try him out and stuff. But I haven't been able to do it this whole time because it's literally that wickedly hard to get him. You know, we're like, you only need 360, true. But I kind of want to be a completionist about it. It's always good to have these bars on spare. Because there's lots of stuff you can buy with these bars. You can buy energy, you can buy shards. Eventually, you can buy sacreds. Ooh. That'll be something to have sacreds. It's so hard to get sacreds normally, it's stupid. I mean, it's still stupid, but there's more of a likelihood you could get a sacred earlier with Tag Arena eventually. And I say eventually. Because by that time, you probably don't need sacreds, but you could want them anyway. Like, sacreds becomes like a bonus. I mean, it definitely will feel like a bonus having Drexthar around. Because, yeah, he's good for most things, except for block buffs, which I still need to probably develop Ugo for that. Because I probably need a block buffs for specific team comps. This champion is annoying. This is Lugan, the Steadfast, I think. Yeah, he's really annoying. Very hard to kill, too. Yeah, very hard to kill. But so is my Vergus. Okay, getting his defense down is going to be big. All right, I'll take that. We will be messing with that later. It'll be another 21. Wow, that takes a lot to get a rank 4 chicken. Legendary for 25 grand. But you need to get to gold to do it. This lady ain't much. This is decent, but that's a lot. This is the goal. This is the greatest prize in bronze. Is a fragment of that champion. That's probably the greatest prize in bronze right there. Okay, so in terms of dungeons, we're going to want to do Dragon's Lair. Specifically, we're going to want to do this mission. So, you may ask, what is the point of this mission? Well, the point of this mission is to try to see if I can get Arbiter. That's the point of this mission. Okay, let's just target the ones that have... What was that damage, my guy? I think I need to swap out my team. Actually, I'm just going to put shields up. It's actually kind of hard to put him in a Dragon 13 of a 50 in a Dragon 13 team. The only good news is they seem to now be completely preoccupied with Vogoth, which is exactly what I want them to do. Because it allows my team to get past the waves. Because unfortunately, when it comes to Dragon's Lair, there's a lot of wave content of enemies. Of these enemies, I've ever pulled 3 of them. I pulled Apothecary on my other account. I pulled Tayrel and Crossbowman on this account and another account. Maybe even all 3. Like, I've never pulled a Horden. Ever. I'd love to have one, but I've never pulled him. That's not good. It's kind of hard to have yeah, it is kind of hard to have someone like a 50 in this kind of team. I will eventually have to 6-star him, but I'm not going to do it until a certain point. Okay, now this is where his burn comes in. Real clutch. And then Vizier comes in to extend it. Unfortunately, it's not going exactly as I planned it to go. Now, there is several other options one can use for fighting Dragon's Lair. At least we can get some decreased defense increase on that. Yeah, getting that burn on there is going to be really good. See, that's what I bring him here for, because he increases the duration of all these really harmful buffs on this boss a lot. Trouble is, it's very difficult to get Vizier over here. But if you can, he wrecks face on Dragon Lair. And if you put Vogoth in there, Vogoth does a lot for the team so that Vizier can live. That's kind of what Vogoth's function is. That's why I 6-starred him, because he does so much as a 6-star that it's worth it. Speaking of 6-star, these are some sick boots. Pity they aren't speed boots, but they're still not bad. I mean, you know how rare it is to get 6-star artifacts? Very rare. Very rare indeed. There he goes, his burning hatred. I'm gonna go try a weird team with this, maybe with this boss. But you see, Vizier is not bad for this boss at all. Although there are other debuffs like poison, other defense options. Yeah, I'm tired, but whatever. I've got to do some Dragon's Lair, or we are up a creek with that tournament, and I'm also up a creek with the Arbiter mission, and that's the last thing I want. The thing though that's gonna be nutty, besides me trying to get another Templar, is Drexstar will be coming tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be the night of the Drexstar. Like when I actually get him, rather than just talk about him and grind for bars and fragments constantly. Because that's basically where we're at right now. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm just like flapping my gums about Drexstar. I don't actually have him because the one fragment is just sticking there like glue. And we won't get him. I might save him for clan versus clan if it comes up soon enough. Possibly. But yeah, that's what I'm going to save him for if I can. If I can't, that's perfectly fine. Because again, I want that champion so bad. I've waited very, very long time to get that champion. And I sound like I'm just like, you know, saying things. I'm like, you're never going to really get that champion. You're never going to really follow through. I'm like, I want to prove that I can follow through and get this champion for the first time ever. I want to prove that. They're like, you don't have a Drexstar for some reason. I want to prove that reason for not having Drexstar is over. That's what I want to prove. Granted, it's proving to be a horrible wretch to prove. But yeah. I mean, we will, I guess do Force Keep, but okay, we got the burn up. Yeah, get that duration going. Valerie's very useful in a lot of content. I use her a lot in Doom Tower. I use her even in Arena. Well, I don't use her as much in Arena anymore. I use more Vogoth. The reason I prefer Vogoth to Valerie in Arena over everything else, in terms of defense, even over Vergus occasionally, no one can strip the defense. You can't buff strip Vogoth. That's why. You can't buff strip Vogoth. Because buff stripping is a common mechanic in Arena. And so that's why you want someone in your arena that doesn't buff strip, get stripped especially in arena offense. Because in arena offenses, a lot of team comps will have buff strippers. So you're gonna want to have someone like Vogoth that is like if you have him, you want to develop him. I'm not saying you have him, but if you have Vogoth, I highly suggest you build him out. Burngiri can do a similar procedure to Vogoth, maybe not as good for arena, but it's still decent. Vergus can do a similar, but he has the weakness of buff stripping. Valerie can defend in arena, but again, she also falls weak to buff stripping and is not as defensive. So we're going to want to inspect Valdemar Strait again. Just because, in case Templar shows up. You never know. Just in case. Because you'll want a spare of him. I mean, he's my new obsession other than Drexthar. Drexthar and Templar. I know they rhyme, but they are my new obsessions in this game. Like, they are the big deals right now. I mean, I've got to go to bed, but remember, the second that I get up, the first thing I'm going to do is try to get one of these things. I'm either going to try to get a Drexthar, get closer to it, try to get Arbiter, or try to get Templar. Drexthar, Arbiter, or Templar. Those are going to be my 3 biggest obsessions. And then, of course, I'm going to do a little bit of daily quests on those other accounts. But that's going to be my big deal obsessions. Let's give this a go. I'm not saying it's going to work, but just to give it a go. And then we're going to go beat up a termite. We're going to give this one a go, and then we're going to go a refresh. That's a bit of too good of a setup. Nah. I'm not going to go uphill battle that. Nah. I've done enough of that for tonight. Enough uphill battles. Nah. I mean, we can try it. I'm not saying it's going to work, but we can try it. Okay, their speed is definitely better than mine. Most definitely. They're arbiters. I mean, not their arbiter. I almost mistake that guy for arbiter. No, it's the more common version. It's the more common version that even earlier game players can get. You just have to pull the right shard with him in it. That's all. That's all you have to do is pull the right shard. You can even get them from a mystery shard, but you have to pull the right shard. You have to have the RNG on your side. That's the problem with Apothecary. You need the RNG. If the RNG is not on your side, you can't get him, which sucks because the RNG just did not pan out for this account for Apothecary. Just did not pan out. Okay. This is particularly obnoxious, this combination they've got here. I think I'm going to need that to defend myself with. And I do have a feeling, terrible feeling, that they're fast. Okay, they're not as fast as I thought they were going to be. Because I was seriously expecting him to be extremely fast. Okay, he's accurate. I mean, they got a pretty good setup. I mean, it's only 2 people, but for a 2 people setup, it's not bad. As you can clearly see. Alright. Now that the Deacon is gone, they're going to have a tough time. Because the Vogoth is great versus teams like this because he stops people from dying from shock. Which makes teams like that easily defangable. You can easily defang teams like that. You can't defang everything, obviously, but it helps. It helps. This is probably the easiest option right here. If I had to guess. This probably needs a little bit of boost in damage. So we're going to do that. Speed would be good here. You know, I've been thinking about Dark Fae. Maybe if I put in a bunch of stuff with speed auras in it, that's kind of squishy, maybe that would kill it. I've got an idea. If I just shove in a bunch of stuff with speed auras in it and then try to nuke it down from there, maybe that's the answer. Maybe. Bunch of stuff with speed auras and 2 nukers. That's what I'm thinking might do it. That is what I'm thinking. Because I remember him talking about turn meter. I was like, you know, maybe it's best to not go a go second team and just go something with as much speed auras and speed boosting as you can. Maybe that's it. Just put everything with a speed aura in it in there, and then maybe that'll do it. Maybe that's the answer. All right. So let's test this theory, shall we? Before I do clan boss. Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do clan boss because I want to see if I can get the triple star clan activity. Because that would be preferred. The reason that I'm not 6-starring these other champions is because I want a specific thing to happen. What was the setup I had before? Doesn't matter. It wasn't that good of a setup in the first place. I mean, Drexthar might not be that bad in Arena. I just don't have him yet. I need the frag to test him in all areas. Because I want to test him in a lot of areas. But I can't test him until I actually have the sucker in hand rather than theoretically. And we have him in theory or have him in reality. You can dream about him, but do you actually have him? That's the real question. Like, you can dream about a Vizier. Do you actually have the Vizier? Here, in this case, I actually managed to get a Vizier, but I got one unintentionally. I got a Vizier while looking for a Burengiri, thinking I needed a Burengiri, and then I looked like a total fool later when the other sucker showed me that you could just kill it with a Templar. That made me look really dumb. But I got a cool Night Elf legendary, though, in the process of me trying to defeat Bommel. I mean, it feels dumb because all I needed was a Templar. That's all I actually needed to kill that boss. I feel so dumb, but that's the truth. It's all I actually needed. He mad. Termite Omega mad. Those poisons are not falling off. Tell you that. I wonder what Vizier is like paired with a Drexthar. I just want to try that at least once. See how long I can keep that on there for? And neither of them at their final forms yet. I need to go do Minotaur again to get them a full set of masteries. Imagine, though, what it would be like to have a Drexthar with a full set of masteries. Ooh, that would be nasty, man. That would be nasty. But yeah, I can only imagine what it would be like to have like Vizier with Drexthar on this boss. Would be nasty. Like if you put like but the problem with that also is I first have to get Drexthar to 50. That's the problem. I have to get him to 50 first, which sounds easy, but is not as easy as it sounds. Also, I am thinking of putting him in a Guardian set to improve this, because the Guardian set allows him to absorb more damage of teammates, which in this case, as you can probably imagine, would be a highly beneficial event. Yep, it would be a highly beneficial event. I wish you could provoke this guy, because if you could provoke the termite, I would do it. I would provoke him 100%. Would provoke. It's like, yep, provoke the termite again. Very provocative to the termite. Because the thing, I mean, I wish I could do that, but again, he's immune. He can't be provoked. He can only breathe his acid at you and ask me a question. He's asking me a question. Why did my teammates not attack me? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. They said, I don't really feel like it. I am not going to attack it. I don't care about the termite. And I'm like, but it's the termite. Oh. I think this is the end when it runs out of leech. Yeah. And it ran out of the leech. Still 8.5 million. Not bad. 16.4 mil and 2 keys. Well, he's a ray of sunshine.